Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, we're going to give Kol Holo Yahweh, Bahashem, Hamashiach, Yahweh for giving us the spirit and power to come out here week in and week out to prophesy the downfall of America, Babylon the Great in the scriptures, and to uplift and to teach our people who they are and what they need to be doing to obtain salvation in these last days, man. Right. We out here in the hood, in the ghetto, you know, where our people are, you know, horrible condition. But we come out here to give them the hope, man, that they need. Right. Because these Christianity churches ain't giving it to them. Nope. All right, so we're going to go into the next church. Last week we went into the church of Ephesus. We broke down as much as we could out of that church. Now we're going into the church of Smyrna that Yahweh Shah HaMashiach wrote to. Right. Let's go to Revelation chapter 2. Yeah.
Okay. It's the book of Revelation 2 and 8. It says, unto the angel of the church in Smyrna, write these things, said the first and the last, which was dead and is alive.
So Yahweh Shah HaMashiach wrote a letter to the head, the angel at the church of Smyrna, which we know, if you don't know anything about the early church fathers, there was a man named Polycarp. And Polycarp has his own book. It's a small little book. We're not up here saying that it's directly what the Bible is supposed to be in there, but we went and looked. Of course, if Yahweh Shah wrote to a man that's not in this book, we about to go check it out and see what it's about. And that's what we did, and it wasn't good how they treated Polycarp. Any of the early church fathers, but Polycarp specifically, because we're dealing with the church of Smyrna. The word Smyrna goes back to myrrh, right? That's where a lot of the nations will get their myrrh from. It was a traveling, it was a rich port that was off the coast of Turkey. It was a rich port. They made a lot of money. It was a small place, but they made a lot of money. And what Yahweh Shah is about to explain to them, they cut the Israelites, Polycarp and his church, they cut them out from those resources. Right. That's why he's explaining what he's about to explain to them. But this is what was going on in Smyrna. Go ahead.
It says, I know thy works in tribulation and poverty, but thou art rich. And I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews and are not.
Right, it's a lot to pick out of this. It's a lot. But the first thing he said is, I know your works. The same thing he told the church of Ephesus. These are the churches that Paul set up, like the brother was just going over. These was Israelite churches that Paul set up. And Yahweh Shah HaMashiach is revisiting these churches. And he's telling them what he like about them and what he don't like. The church of Smyrna, Yahweh Shah didn't have no rebuke for them. So they was good. It was a good church. But he did encourage them to do something. And it's something we all gonna have to do in these last days. Right. If we call ourselves witnesses. So he said, I know your works and the tribulation that you go through. Why? Because, like I said earlier, Smyrna was cutting off the church of, this church specifically. They was cutting them off all the resources. The same way we, being here in America, we're not tapped in with the resources that they have. Like Walmart does business with Quick Trip. Walmart does businesses, deals with all these other businesses, but they don't mess with small-time black-owned businesses. Right. They don't help promote them. Right. They cut them all out. They try to drown them out. If there's a black-owned mom-and-pop store, Quick Trip will put one on this corner, and then they'll put one on that corner. That's how you drown them out. That's what they was doing in the church of Smyrna. I mean, in Smyrna. He said, I know thy works, thy tribulation, and poverty. When you look around here in 6-1, that's the same thing, man. Right. We living in poverty. Our people are poor, man. What's up with it, bro? Come talk to us, bro. Bro, we out here for you. But poverty, man, that's what our people always dealt with, man. But this church specifically, this is what they was dealing with. They was being cut out from all the resources. Show on, it's good. Come on, step in with me. They was cut out for all the resources, man. They didn't have nothing. They was doing bad. And it's a lot of churches here in America that's like that. I'm talking about that really believe in the true gospel. They doing bad, man, because they not accepting the things that going on in this society.
Right.
Right? They not choosing to open business on Saturday. Let's start from the top at 9.
It says in Revelation 2 and 9, I know thy works in tribulation and poverty, but thou art rich.
So going back to the tribulation part, I was reading too. They had like a sentence that they would have, like where they would persecute them by putting weights on top of them until it crushed them. That's what they would do if they found out you believed in Yahweh Shah HaMashiach. They would make you lay down on your back, and they would put one weight on you, another weight on you, another weight on you, until it crushed you. But believing in Yahweh Shah HaMashiach, that's why he's encouraging them to keep going. He said, yes, these things are going to happen, but you are rich. Rich in what? What are they rich in?
Spirit.
Rich in spirit, rich in faith. And that's how we like to look at ourselves. Rob kept saying that after I read that, I'm like, man, the church of Smyrna. The church is a small church that believed in Yahweh Shah Mashiach, did whatever they could, but they was going through everything. Keep on.
It says, and I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews and are not.
Right? So it was another church of Israelites in Smyrna. That's why he is addressing them. They say they are Jews, but they are not. Go to Romans 3. In the last couple verses. Let me get there with you, matter of fact. They was Israelites at this synagogue of Satan, but they wasn't acting like it. They was helping, because you know, Smyrna, they was attached to Rome. They was helping Rome persecute these Jews at the church of Smyrna. So Yahweh Shah HaMashiach called them the synagogue of Satan. What does Satan come to do?
Deceive.
Get John 8 and 44. Yahweh Shah told us what Satan come to do. Right. Where we at? He's not a Jew with inwardly. Romans 3. Or is it 2? Yeah, 2.
28.
Yeah, 28.
Con, it's the book of Romans chapter 2 and verse 28.
Bring it out.
For he is not a Jew, which is one outwardly, neither is that circumcision, which is outward in the flesh. But he is a Jew, which is one inwardly.
Somebody that actually practiced the customs, the law, statutes, commandments of the Most High God, man. Not somebody who just, you see him every time you see him, he got on fringes. Yeah, that's cool. He probably got on all the gear that make him look like a Jew, outwardly.
Right.
He probably saying Shalom, Ak, every time he see you. But inwardly, he has no intentions on actually being a Jew.
Con.
That's what Paul is talking about. That's who Yahweh Shah is talking about. These people that's in the synagogue of Satan. That's how they move. Go ahead.
It says, but art the synagogue of Satan. Fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer.
So this is the encouragement. You rich. You rich in spirit. I'm dealing with you. I'm right here with you. He said, but thou art rich. Then he says, fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. We just read earlier on, you know, last week where it said, he that have an ear, let the Spirit say to the churches, roughly paraphrasing. Go back to that.
It's the Revelation 2 and 7. He that had an ear, let him hear what the Spirit said unto the churches.
So, yes, he wrote to these churches, but he that have an ear, let him hear. There's individuals in churches today that's living like this, that's going through these things, that's being encouraged by Yahweh Shah the same way. So we got to look at this as he's talking to us too. Fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer, that Esau got planned for us.
I got a preset.
Go ahead.
Let's get that verse.
1 Peter chapter 2
and verse 19?
Yeah.
It's the book of 1 Peter chapter 2 and verse 19 in the GNT.
Bring it out.
God will bless you for this.
What did he say?
God will bless you for this.
Come on.
If you endure the pain of and deserve
Undeserved suffering. God. He said God will bless you for this.
That's right.
If you endure the pain of undeserved suffering. Go
That's
ahead.
right.
undeserved suffering because you are conscious of his will.
You are conscious of his will. Now, we also know what the will of God is, right? The will of God is keeping the law, statutes, and commandments. You are conscious of that. And he said, what did you say? You said something about, what did you say about suffering in Revelations?
Fear thou not.
Fear thou not the things that you shall suffer, because there's blessings coming behind that. You're not deserving of this suffering. This is undeserved suffering. Go ahead.
Verse 20.
Uh-huh.
For what credit is there if you endure the beating you deserve for having done wrong?
Right. It's not a credit if you do something, if you get a beating for doing something wrong. There's not a blessing behind that. Go ahead.
But if you endure suffering even when you have done right, God will bless you for it.
So if you do something that you know is right, which is keeping the law, statutes, and commandments, and you go through undeserved suffering, there is a blessing that comes behind it. Right. Go ahead.
God, like he told the church at Epistles, all of the things that they was doing good, those are the things that you suffer for. Go back to that, the church of Ephesus. We're using all this in the church of Ephesus, where it says,
And that's words of encouragement for brothers that are going through some things that they may feel like, hey, and the sisters too, because that's something that we had just dealt with. Sister was going through something that she didn't feel like she deserved, but there's going to be much worse things coming up on the earth that you're going to be going through that you didn't deserve. You're keeping the law, statutes, and commandments. You're literally fighting against evil. You're trying to do what is right in the sight of God and please him. And you're going to go through suffering just like Christ did. Because if you keep reading, this is exactly what Christ did. He had no guile found in his mouth, right? But he went through it.
go ahead.
This is the book of Revelation 2 and 2.
Bring it out.
It says, I know thy works and thy labor and thy patience, and how thou canst not bear them which are evil.
That's us. That's how we feel. How about that? That's how we feel. When we see evil, it's like, dang, look at this. And the people that's ruling just let it happen. They don't say nothing about rap music. These niggas really be rapping about a person they killed last night. Esau don't take the video down, don't say nothing. But when we say repent for the kingdom of heaven, keep the commandments,
They'll find any excuse.
they taking the videos down.
Right.
This is the beginning stages of the suffering. The real suffering is yet to come. That's what the word, when you go to Acts chapter 1. Acts chapter 1. Can you go to the blue letter right quick? Sure. That's what the word witness goes into. Martyr. Let me see. I think it's 1:21. Go ahead. Twenty-two.
It's the book of Acts chapter 1 and verse 22.
Bring it out.
Beginning from the baptism of John unto that same day that he was taken up from us, must one be ordained to be a witness with us of his resurrection.
You see that? Read it one more time.
This is the book of Acts chapter 1 and verse 22.
Bring it out.
Beginning from the baptism of John unto the same day that he was taken up from us, must one be ordained to be a witness with us for his resurrection.
So they choosing the next disciple. They said somebody got to be a witness with us of Yahushua Mashiach's resurrection. Who was with us? But the word witness. Oh, let me see. Somebody say something. Bring out something right quick.
You said going into martyr?
Yeah, the word witness goes into martyr.
No. But just going into martyr, I'm sure Captain already went over this. This is going into basically you believing so much that you're going to die for it. And this is what a man is supposed to be. Right now, today, we have a lot of things that men don't stand up for what they truly believe in. We have a lot of cowards in society in America. And this is done for a reason. This is done on purpose. Because if not, there would be so much more of our men standing up here, ready to die for what they believe in, ready to die for righteousness. And these words are just like words that there's really real meaning behind these words. Like we're ready to die for our families, for our loved ones, for the people that got the same blood as us, blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, that are ready to die for righteousness' sake, man. This is what we are ready to stand here and die for the Most High God, for what is good. But you got people out here that are ready to die, if they are ready to die, for folly, for a lot of silliness. This is what people look at as men today. And this is a big difference between the world and the truth. We're ready to die for the Most High God, which is a living God. We never die. We die physically, but not spiritually. And we understand and we believe that there's a like in 1 Maccabees chapter 7, her sons, she had to put on a man's stomach, and she had to encourage them in the Lord, and knowing that they're going to live again, that they're going to come back again. As a matter of fact, it tells you in what does it say? It says that I think it's 1 Thessalonians. It say that basically if you grieve too long, then you are doing that's an evilness behind that, because you don't believe at the end of the day that you coming back. You don't believe that there's another resurrection. You don't believe that the Most High God is going to bring you back. Right? And that's evil. That can cause you to be. That's why you only mourn in the death for only so long. Right? If not, it says you will be evil spoken of. That's what it says. You will be evil spoken of, because you're supposed to believe that Christ is going to redeem us. That Christ is going to bring us back. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, going into martyrs and dying for what you believe in. This is how serious we got to believe. We got to believe. Hey, I got one.
So this is like he said about the woman and the 7 sons. This is what the youngest son said. This is 2nd Maccabees chapter 7, and I'm gonna start at 31. It says, "And thou that has been the author of all mischief against the Hebrews shalt not escape the hands of God. For we suffer because of our sins. And though the living Lord be angry with us a little while for our chastening and correction, yet shall he be at one again with his servants." See that? So they understood the resurrection. So it's nothing. It's nothing to us. We already got the proof through Yahushua. This is for only believers. We got the proof. It tells us, give me Acts 17 and 30. We got the proof already. We believe he died, buried, resurrected, and ascended.
And if you are a believer of the Most High God again, and you don't have the loins to die for the Lord, you will be evil spoken of, man. I mean, just what it say, because you know and understand. I mean, we know that this is a hard thing to do. This is not something evil, but you are called to this truth, to do the hard things. He called you because he saw something in you. He know that you got it in you. He didn't call you because, you know what I'm saying, I know he couldn't do it. I told you he couldn't do it. He believes in you. This is you believing in yourself, man. So we got a lot of soul searching to do. We really got a lot of examining ourselves to do and being honest with ourselves, because that is what actual bravery is, because we got to face the things that we don't want to face inside of us, but he called you to do it. He know that you can do it, right? Whether you're dealing with cowardice. So a lot of our people are cowards, man. A lot of our people have been abused. We have low self-esteems. They put on a cool front to think that they don't, man, but we really are dealing with a lot of these. We have Stockholm syndrome, where we're looking for the white man to save us. We don't look to our brothers, the people that we know that got the capability physical capability to handle business when they need to. We don't look towards them. We look to the white man, man.
Right.
And that's a mental illness. So we got a lot of soul searching to do.
All right. And Esau, to balance that out, Esau, that's why he put out these movies, because he be trying to scare you.
Right.
He always trying to scare you and make you be afraid of death. That's why he be Final Destination. That's why he got movies like that. He wants you to be afraid of death, man.
Right.
And the Bible already tells us, no, we're not supposed to be afraid of death, man. Look at our people.
Right.
They was not afraid.
Right.
They walked into death, man. That's what it said about Eleazar. It said he walked to his torment.
Right.
That's what it was, man. Because we know afterwards it's going to be beautiful for us. We suffer a little while, y'all going to suffer for 1,000 years, man.
Right.
Go ahead, Acts 17:30.
It's the book of Acts, chapter 17, verse 30.
Bring it out.
And the time of this ignorance God winked at,
Uh-huh.
but now commanded all men everywhere to repent.
Yep.
Keep
Keep
reading.
going.
Because he hath appointed a day in the which he will judge the world in righteousness by that man whom he hath ordained.
Who did he ordain? Yahweh Shah HaMashiach.
Right.
Right? Go ahead.
Whereof he hath given insurance unto all men.
Assurance.
Assurance
Uh-huh.
unto all men, that in that he hath raised from him the dead.
Right.
And that he has raised him from the dead. Yahweh Shah HaMashiach is our assurance. We have the assurance. Yahweh Shah HaMashiach was raised from the dead, but guess what? Only believers is going to believe that. True believers.
Yeah.
Like we standing up here, we really believe Yahweh Shah lived, died, buried, resurrected. That's why we keep reading the same passages, trying to get built up in it.
Right.
You know, possibly for our time.
Right.
Right now, let's go to that martyr. Yahweh Shah HaMashiach is our assurance. You're not going to get no more assurance.
Right.
He's our assurance.
It's the word witness.
Yep.
Witness. It goes into martyr.
Right? It's a Greek word which goes back to martis, which is martyr, martyrdom. Right? Go ahead.
This is 3a. It says, those who after his example have proved the strength and genuineness, Salakia, and genuineness of their faith in Christ by undergoing a violent death.
See, when the book of Polycarp, that's who Yahweh Shah was writing to in the church of Smyrna we reading about. Aharon. What happened to Polycarp? Because I kind of forgot. Like his death.
Oh.
I remember like they tried to slow roast him. They stuck him with a knife. It was all kind of stuff going on with Polycarp.
He was in a stadium, and the Jews were yelling, "Kill him!"
Yeah.
And they were about to tie him up. He said, "No, don't tie me up," because he'd already received a vision that he was going to be a martyr. So he was there. They put all the wood around him, and they lit him on fire. And when they lit him on fire, he appeared as gold, and the smell of frankincense went throughout the stadium, and they couldn't kill him. And so how they had to kill him was sticking him through the side,
Yeah.
and he eventually died.
With a knife. That was what they did to Polycarp in a whole stadium, like a football stadium. Everybody there to watch this man die. It was a sentence. So they had time, everybody had time to get their food, buy their tickets to come see this man get put to death for Yahweh Shah HaMashiach, a witness. And this is who Yahweh Shah wrote to. Polycarp's church.
That's what it is.
So read 9 again.
It's the book of Revelation 2 and verse 9.
Bring it out.
Hey, and it ain't no way out of this. There's no way out of this, man. This is how the early church fathers was going out. It said undergoing a violent death, and we just listened to about Polycarp. We got the book of Polycarp. We know what's in it. We seen what happened to him. There was other early church fathers also that had visions. Like I forgot what his name was, but he had a vision of being ate by a lion. And he wrote in his book, he was welcoming the teeth of the lion in order to receive salvation. Roughly paraphrasing. Our people don't understand that. They don't know that. They don't know about Sirach 4. Get that, Sirach 4:28. They don't know about that. What's up with it, bro? But they do know about dying for gains. They know about that kind of stuff. They'll die for Hoover. They'll die for blood.
Right.
But they don't have enough strength and faith to die for Yahweh Shah HaMashiach, man.
Right.
Some don't believe he exists. Some believe it ain't worth it. Some believe they got too much going on. They ain't about to do all that. Straight up, man.
Right.
But we standing up here right now in 2025, man, being witnesses.
Right.
We can clearly see what's about to happen. It's clear, man. Go ahead.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 4 and verse 28.
Uh-huh.
Strive for the truth unto death, and the Lord shall fight for thee.
Uh-huh.
Be not hasty.
No, that's it.
Time.
Strive for the truth unto death, man.
Right.
You don't get to compromise. You don't get to cop deuces.
Right.
You don't get to be like, all right. Or it's either you're going to go through with it or not. And this is where getting rooted, getting foundated in this book come in. Brothers go through a lot of stuff all the time. They still standing here. That's real good signs.
Right.
We ain't about to go through all this and then turn back then. What does this world has to offer us? What's up with it, bro? What does this world got to offer you? Yeah. Nothing? So we got to come into this book. What's up with it, bro? What this world got to offer you? Huh? Not shit. Let's go back to the scriptures.
This is the book of Revelation 2 and verse 9.
Get out.
I know thy works and tribulation and poverty, but thou art rich.
So the church of Smyrna is no more. You can go to Turkey right now. It's no more. I've seen it, on a video, but I've seen it, the men, measuring it and say, this is where the church was. It's no more. It's gone.
Right.
So what do we do with this? We apply it to our lives today.
Right.
I know thy works, thy tribulation. I know what you're going through. I'm watching you.
Right.
We witnesses too. How wish I know what we going through? But he said, you rich though. Go ahead.
And I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews and are not, but are the synagogue of Satan.
But the synagogue of Satan, and there's a lot of synagogues of Satan around here in America, man.
Right.
It's a lot of them. Yeah, the Christian church, like the brother said. Steal, kill, and destroy. Every time, when we set up in places, like out here, when we set up on 51st and Yale, what's dude's name? On 51st and Yale, he be coming up there, be yelling, is it Jacob? What's his name?
The Hispanic. Light-skinned dude that
Yeah.
baby.
Yeah, he had the son, and son was crying.
Hispanic.
When we go to these
Jesse.
certain
Jesse.
when we go to these certain locations, we have people like that, man. That's trying to tear down what we trying to build up. Guess what they a part of?
When we was just at the gathering place. Woman over there
When we was at the
screaming
gathering
and-
place. See,
and-
everywhere we go, there's somebody that's a part of the synagogue of Satan trying to tear down what we building up. Now give me John 8 and 44 right quick. Hey, we love you, bro.
Already y'all too.
Yes, sir. John 8 and 44.
This is the book of John, chapter 8 and verse 44. Ye are of your father, the devil, and the lust of your father ye will do. He was a murderer from the beginning and abode not in the truth, because there is no truth in him.
And that's when you go into Christianity. That's what that is. That's what that's all about.
Right.
They do whatever they want according to the flesh.
Right.
And we got to come out here and undo all of that.
Right.
That's not no easy task. Like he said, it's not easy. It's painful sometimes.
Right.
Esau just sits back and just let us self-destruct though.
Right.
That's how we know he the devil, man. Like the man, y'all heard the story. The man that got 20 years because they thought he killed his wife. And then find out it was in his wife was in his neighbor's basement. Wow. How they gonna reconcile that? How they gonna fix that? You know how they always do it? Give them money. That's not gonna make up all the time. Somebody should be held accountable for this.
Right.
Because obviously there was not enough investigation going on.
Right. For real.
It wasn't. So the judge, the prosecutor, they should be put in prison for the rest of their time. That's how I would judge it. You gotta go. And we about to do it the same way you did it. You gotta go. Straight up. We ain't about to have a court about it. It's time for you to go. Go ahead.
This is the book of
Okay, yeah.
No, let's get that.
What?
You got it.
This is the book of 2 Peter, chapter 1 and verse 10.
Bring it
out.
Wherefore, the rather, brethren, give diligence to make your calling and election sure. For if you do these things, you shall never fall.
So this says to make your it says to do diligence to make your calling and your election sure. The Most High God called you into this. Let me get that first one. The Most High God called us. It says many are called, but few are chosen. So you got to make your calling and your election sure. You got to do the work. You got to put forth this strength. You got to put forth this energy into doing it. If you're not putting forth this energy, if you're not putting forth this work, you might as well be sitting at home. If you're not doing it for charity, if you're not doing it for the love of your people, stay at home.
Right.
We're going to keep going on that, but let's get this real quick.
It's the book of 1 Thessalonians, chapter 5, verse 23.
Bring it out.
24, excuse me. Faithful is he that calleth you, who also will do it. Brethren, pray for us. Greet all the brethren with the holy kiss.
God, faithful is he that calleth. There was another one I wanted. Escape my memory, but the Most High God, it says he is pleased. Everyone is in the position basically that pleases him. You know what I'm talking about?
Hebrews 11.
Anyway, so let's say, read that for me again.
2 Peter chapter 1 and verse 10.
Bring it out.
Wherefore, the rather, brethren, give diligence to make your calling and election sure.
Right, so you got to put forth all your strength. It tells you that. It tells you anything that you set out to do, put forth all your strength.
Right.
Don't do it half-assed, man. Really put forth that strength. Get a sincerity in you. Find it. Sometimes you got to find it in you. Yep. You got to find this energy. You got to find this passion. Right? If you don't have it, a lot of people, brothers, you know what I'm saying, when they come out to teach, they don't have it. And it's because they're not finding it. Yep. The Most High God ain't gonna always give it to you. You got to search for it. You got to go look for it. What lesson is gonna, with that spark in you? What's the lesson that you feel that's gonna really, like the lesson I gave about doing it for your children, man? That lesson, I loved talking about that. I could have kept speaking, but I wanted to let it go. But that was something that I was really passionate about. I loved it. And that's something that we got to find, whatever it is, man. That's what the Most High God put in you to do, whether you like it or not. Maybe you want to be deep in prophecy, but that's just not what he gave you. Don't worry about that. Put energy in what he gave you. You know what I'm saying? That's what we need too. We need that too, man. So this is something that at the end of the day, you're going into martyr, you got to be able to die for this, man. You got to put forth your energy into it and not be afraid. When we got the cops called on us, we had the helicopters around, you got to keep going, man. How many of us brothers would have been like, hey, I think we got to go,
we gotta
go, man. This ain't looking good, man. How many of the brothers would have done that? Right? You got to stand strong in the Lord. Keep going on that.
Con. If ye do these things, ye shall never fall. For so an
it says you will never fall if you do these things. You put diligence first. You diligently put forth your craft, your energy, your effort into making your calling sure. Say, God, you didn't make a mistake by calling me into this truth. Right. I know I may not be good at this, but I know I'm good at this. Right? And then you're gonna thrive at what you're good at. That's what we need from you. Man, at the end of the day, this is what you got to be willing to die for. This is your nation of people, and we need to see an example of a nation of people walk in righteousness. We don't need to see a nation of people walk in greed. I want to keep going on that too, though. Yeah. I don't want to see a nation of people. We don't need to see an example of people in greed. They can't control their lust. But that's not what we need. We need to see strong men and strong women, man. That's really down to bring forth their nation. That's what we need. Our children need that. Right? Just keep going.
Verse 11. For so an entrance shall be ministered unto and abundantly into the everlasting kingdom of our Lord and Savior Yahweh HaMashiach.
Let's say administered into read that again.
For so an interest shall be ministered unto you.
Interest should be ministered unto you. There's going to be an interest ministered unto you.
Right.
That interest from you, from the angel, he's going to minister unto you. Man, it talks about in Job where a lot of the things that we do during the day, your calling, we know that man's goings is of the Lord. And the reason why that be, one of the reasons why that be is because you have an angel at night that ministers to you and tells you about your day and what makes you go which left or right. Brother, hey, listen. Last week, I was in a right lane. I was getting ready to turn right. But I was like, nah, I'm gonna turn left. But I was in the right lane, man. I was in the right lane getting ready to turn right. But I was like, nah, I'm turning left. And I turned left. And I went to Walmart. Got out the car. Boom, got out the car. I seen a brother there, man. I was like, bro, this is not an accident, bro. We had something similar like that twice. It was not an accident. It's not an accident. I told him, I said, bro, this is not an accident, bro. What's going on, man? I said, man's going to the Lord. Started ministering to him, right? He wants to come. He wants to start being, you know what I'm saying, being more involved. Bro, that's what I'm saying. The Most High God has these angels ministering to him. It's for, the reason being it be for you in the sleep is because pride is not there. Moses was one of the ones that didn't have pride so much so that he could be ministered to during the day. But us, the meekest man on earth, but us, we got to be ministered to at night when pride is not in us, so we can be ministered to. So the whole point of me bringing that out is that man's goings is of the Lord, and we got to put forth this energy and the strength. But what did it say?
I'm ready from the top again. For so an interest shall be ministered unto you.
An interest shall be ministered to you. There's an interest that shall be ministered to you. What he wants you to do. You may not like it, but it's for you. Yep. You may be a martyr. You may not like it, right? You may be one of the ones that have to step up in front of the bullet.
Right. Salakia.
Go ahead.
Like when, like Paul in Acts, or is it Acts? I believe it is, when he first came to Paul. You think Paul was just like, oh yeah, okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
When he told him he was going to suffer for the nation, he said, this man about to suffer for the nation, right, as a witness. Yeah. I know Paul was like, man, what? Yeah. Oh man, what's going on? But I'm sure he built it up. Obviously he did, because we read his letters.
Hey, and this is for the men. We're ministering to the men that are going to go through it. Right. Hopefully this is the words that's going to encourage them and push them to go through that, man. Not everybody's going to do that, but some of us are. And how much love do you have for that brother to help put forth your strength to minister to him? Right? How much love do you have for him? What did Peter say to Christ? Peter was like, he cut the ear off when he said, get behind me, Satan. Yeah. Because he knew that what he was called to do.
It was fulfilled. Yeah, he had to fulfill that.
He had to fulfill it. Yep. And these men that are going to be martyrs for us and the Most High God, they're going to have to go through that.
Just right? Like those men that we reading about, they went through it for us, and we gonna have to go through it too, man. That's how we learn.
Right. Hey, but did you finish that?
From the top again. For so an interest shall be ministered unto you abundantly in the everlasting kingdom of our Lord and Savior Hamashiach Yahushua.
In the everlasting kingdom, man. A lot of the men that are going to be martyrs are paying attention to detailed words. It's not that. I love you too, sis. A lot of us read these or hear these and it don't hit them. Yep. It's almost like just another word to them. It's like
witness.
Right.
You don't know witness means martyr, bro.
Right.
What are you witnessing? Right. You witnessing that the same thing Yahushua went through, you going through. You're like, damn, yes. So this is what it felt like when Yahushua didn't do nothing wrong and he's getting persecuted for it.
Yeah.
You're witnessing it through the spirit.
Yeah.
Physically.
And a lot of people may seem like, man, this ain't really that much. You say, it's kind of, you know what I'm saying, it's okay. But to those men, they're going to receive that kingdom, man. Are going to receive that blessing. This is words of encouragement. Man. They really like this, man. Hey, read that part again.
It says, you abundantly into the everlasting kingdom.
To the everlasting kingdom. That's something that they are holding on to. That's a word that they're holding on to. An everlasting kingdom. I'm going to tell you for myself, a lot of the things that people may say that, oh, how are you able to do this? It's because I'm holding on to the promises of the Lord. And I know that a lot of men that have been here for a long period of time are obviously doing it for the promises of the Lord. Because they holding fast to those promises. Right. And this is what we all need to do. Hold fast to those promises. It's gonna leap you, it's gonna thrust you into years in this truth. Yep. Holding on to the promises of the Lord. Right. This is what we need. You need that, man.
That's literally what it's all about.
Hey, no eye have seen and no ear have heard what the Most High God has in store for you. You can't even imagine it, man. This is gonna be beautiful and glorious to you, man. And I pray that 1,000, 1,000,000 fold be up on you, man. Be blessed to you. Right. To those brothers that do be martyrs. All right.
I think you had one more.
Oh, was that another one?
Did you? Nah.
That was one that I was looking for. That was wrong. I wouldn't do the right one.
Okay. We're going to get that in a little bit. Let's go back to the Revelation. Let's pick back up on the Revelation. No, that's some Zion.
Did you want Zion?
You had one?
Yes.
Go ahead.
Okay. I was putting in a frame of like, there's people that go through persecutions for wickedness.
Yep.
Like, you see like whores or whoremongers, and they'll get like shamed in public, right? They're going through their affliction for their cause, right? For that wickedness. I'm just saying, like, when we get out here and we get called names, or we get called wicked, or we call false doctrines, you know what I'm saying? Take it with a cheerful heart.
Prophets.
It's like, out of everything, what are we gonna be? What are you really gonna stand for? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got politicians that get yelled at, get thrown at. So it's like, for this is another level of it's worth it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Celebrities, they being martyred, they sacrificing their brothers, and just to have money. It's just, it's like you said, it's different levels to it. Right. We got the highest level of it though. Right. The highest, because like he said, we being promised things by the creator of heaven and earth. Right. Like, look up, the moon, the clouds, the planes flying. He promised us something great. But a lot of people don't even believe in it, man. That's why we saying this is for believers, man. This is for believers. Who had one first? Go ahead.
God, this is the book of Matthew, chapter 10, and verse 22.
Bring it out.
And ye shall be hated of all men for my name's sake, but he that endured to the end shall be saved. So what they going into, like, you know, we will be going through things, the persecution, the being called false prophets, just a whole bunch of things. It's a whole thing that we'll be going through, you know, death even, you know what I'm saying? So, but it says he that endured to the end shall be saved. You know what I'm saying? What are you standing for? What is your actual purpose? Do you know this, and are you still gonna go through the things that could happen to us, that you can have the salvation at the end? If he promises something and it's something that comes with it, why not, you know, it's promises that's given to us, man.
So look, like Captain said earlier, he just brought out people that's looking for key words when we read these passages, like witness. And what he just read, a key word in there is endure. A lot of people don't know what that word means. They just think it just means, man, just make sure you just, you know, every day you just making sure you just staying afloat. Nah, enduring means, just read it.
God, word endure, the Greek word means hypomino. Hypomino.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or hypomino, yeah.
Con, the Greek word is hypomino. It says to remain, to stay behind, to remain, abide, not recede or flee, to preserve under misfortunes and trials, to hold fast to one's faith in Christ.
See that? Well, is that it?
No, that's one.
Yes, that's the one I wanted.
To endure, bear bravely and calmly ill treatment.
There go that word, bearing bravely. Right. That's what we enduring through. All the stuff and a lot of the times we see it, man. A lot of people they didn't root themselves, so they start going back when they start going through stuff. Yahushua taught us that this was gonna happen in Mark chapter 4. When they start going through persecution, it's gonna snatch the word away from them. We see that all the time, but a lot of us are really rooting ourselves in His word and using it as strength, man. All right, you said you had something too. Go ahead.
Speaking of persecution, this is Matthew 5:11. It says, "Blessed are ye when man shall revile you and persecute you, and shall say all manner of evil against you falsely for my sake."
Yep.
So the Lord is telling us we are blessed when people get to talking crazy about us, lying on us, saying we're doing things that we're not doing. All because we speaking the truth in the word of the Lord. Just because we're followers of the Lord, just like you say, blessed are us. The prophets before us got persecuted because they trusted and believed in the Lord, and we're gonna have to go through the same thing like the brothers going into.
Yeah, we witnesses. We witnesses to this. We see it. We feel it. Your family talking, the stuff your family say about you. Like I was talking to my cousin like a couple weeks ago. She was just like, "You a Muslim, right?" Girl, you know I ain't no Muslim.
Man,
You know I'm not a Muslim.
as soon as I say I don't eat pork, oh, you must be like, bro, ain't nobody eat. Come on.
But this is what they do, man. So imagine the conversation they having without, when you're not there.
Right.
They cracking all these jokes about your tassels. Because grandma had this kind of stuff in her front room on the curtain. They had these kind of things on their curtains. So they cracking all kind of jokes, man. We going, they separate themselves from us. It's just all kind of stuff. But we suffering for Yahushua HaMashiach's sake.
Right.
That's why brotherhood is important too. But a lot of brothers, they want to do it by themselves. You're not strengthening yourself being by yourself, dude.
Right.
It's just not happening.
Right.
Bro, Yahushua wasn't even by himself.
Right.
He said, "Come with me while I go up here and pray."
Right.
All right. Huh? Yeah, we won't. Yep.
It's the book of Revelation. Start at 9 again.
This is the lessons we should be going over today. Not camp beefing.
Right.
Trying to prove whose camp is on top.
Right.
Because the elect is throughout all camps, man.
Right.
But who we know as supposed to be our leaders, they arguing and fighting with each other.
Right.
We're not hearing lessons about being martyrs. About true repentance, about the breakdowns, the parables of Yahushua.
Right.
They're not teaching us this stuff, man.
Because their real intentions about either money or more views or more followers. Their intentions aren't pure. Their intentions aren't real. They're not what the Most High God is looking for. But they attracting the men
same.
and the women that are just like them.
Exactly.
They're not attracting men and women that are sincerely doing this for the Lord.
Give me Ezekiel 14.
And then later on you find out, oh, he was really doing it for money.
Yeah.
Or, oh, he was really doing it for attention or fame.
Right.
That's what he was really doing it for. He's not doing it for the sincere love of because if he was, he would really be trying to, you know what I'm saying, like there would be seen more peace between the brothers.
Right.
And then he would give more understanding on the brotherhood.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, lessons like that.
Yeah.
Bro, it's so deep. Y'all, they don't understand how deep it is. It's so deep that Israel always been, entertainment people. It's so deep, they caught up on these niggas arguing. They're waiting on the next response video.
Right.
While we doing lessons over brotherhood and it's only getting 2 views. Why? Because they like, bro, they passed this. They want to see the next response video, like he said.
Right.
They don't want to know how to elevate when it comes to marriage and brotherhood and
what stuff we really need. Not just want to hear, we really truly, genuinely need. Like the things that's going to keep a household together. The things that's going to propel brothers to actually come together and unify and actually start doing better financially.
Right.
They're not really trying to do that. They're setting up things that's going to take stuff out of your pocket.
Right.
That's not really going to contribute.
right, you got niggas on Facebook, top head men on Facebook talking about, nigga, if I was around you, I'd make you kiss my boo. While we got real problems of men and women beating the hell out of each other in their house.
Right.
But you over here arguing with these niggas trying to prove how smart you are and how dumb they are.
Right.
That's what we need, huh?
That's what we need.
That's what we need.
Read that.
This start back at 9.
Jerry Springer.
This is the book of
Yeah,
Revelation.
that's what it is.
Yeah.
Some, like, bad girls club type stuff. Because that's all you see. And, like, when they stop fighting, they start losing money. They gotta keep that going. They gotta keep that energy going. Say it ain't so though.
So the Most High exposes them.
Exactly.
Are like, oh, man.
Setting the people back with all this arguing and can't be, man. Nobody can be the bigger person. Nobody can be a leader and be like, bro, what the hell is we doing? Nah, you got to get your lick back.
Right.
Hey, can I get one though?
And then they go in the Bible and prove that they argued in the Bible.
Right.
Like, bro, the same person you using told you not to slander though.
Right.
Oh, okay.
You said you got something?
I was going to touch on that real quick. James chapter 1, and let me get verse 22. No, I'm sorry. Let me get verse. Hold on.
Hey, and it's why he getting that. Israel gonna see pretty soon who the Lord really dealing with. We not sitting there saying, because I know a lot of people say that. The Lord dealing with our camp and our camp only. We got the 100% truth.
Right.
You can only get salvation if you come in our camp. Bro, that is crazy to say, man.
Crazy.
That's crazy. But people are saying that. People is really saying that, man. That's scary, man, because you got people that's weak. What if your camp ain't in their town? How they supposed to deal with that? What if they not ready to teach? How they supposed to deal with it, bro? Right. They not thinking about stuff like that.
Right. Let's start at verse 10.
It's the book of James, chapter 4 and verse 10.
Bring it out.
Humble yourselves in the sight of the Lord, and he shall lift you up.
Right.
Speak not evil one of another.
What is that?
Speak not evil one of another, brethren. He that speaketh evil of his brother and judgeth his brother speaketh evil of the law and judgeth the law.
This is why so many people like, ain't both y'all Israelites? Ain't y'all all Israelites? Why can't y'all get it together? Read that again.
It says, James 4 and verse 11.
This is why they say that.
Speak not evil one of another, brethren. He that speaketh evil of his brother and judgeth his brother speaketh evil of the law.
Speaketh evil of the law. Go ahead.
And judgeth the law.
And judgeth the law.
But if thou judge the law, thou art not a doer of the law, but a judge.
You're not a doer of the law, but a judge. You speaking ill towards your brother. What was it, 10?
Verse 11.
That was verse 11? Okay. But yeah, how you speaking evil towards your brother that's keeping the laws of the Most High God to the best of their ability? I mean, we already know why.
But these niggas be arguing over stuff that ain't a salvation issue.
Yeah, that's facts, man. That's facts. Yeah.
Now, the Gentile salvation thing, I can see why somebody would argue over that. I can see why the nation would argue over that. But these niggas don't be arguing over that.
But then you would think, too, it's good to get clarity behind closed doors unless you really just trying to sincerely go in and you conversing. Right. But it's more of a banter. It's more of a belittling. That's what it is. It's more
slander.
of a fight. It's more of a slander. An argument. That's what it's more of.
Bro, Paul told us in 1 Corinthians 5, he says, you going law to law with your brother before the unjust, before the heathens. You think the heathens don't got fake accounts with an Israelite animated picture on there with an Israelite name, and he's sending you a friend request and you accepting it because you want to be known to have 4,000 friends. Right. You don't know who is who. Right. And they watching you argue. And then they going back to their Israeli congregation groups that they have, because they got a lot of groups that they be arguing and they be talking about the Israelites on. Right. They got a lot of groups. I'm in some of them. They be straight talking all the crap about Israelite groups, man. That's what, I guess we don't gotta listen to Paul though.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's what happens when you say stuff like that. Yeah. We don't gotta listen to Paul, so we don't care what he say. Get that right quick. Romans 12 and 9.
And then they try to find all the scriptures to belittle each other.
Yep. Right.
They try to pull and pinpoint anything to belittle instead of trying to Zephaniah 2 and 1.
Yep. Right.
They do everything but that. Right. Like, why not that? Well, we're gonna leave off from that because right here, brother, it say, you know what I'm saying? It say, hey, didn't Christ call Peter with like the devil? You know what I'm saying? Like, wait a minute, brother. How come we ain't trying to okay, so let's say you do have you want to slander your brother. Why do it in public spaces like you said Paul was doing it in front of the heathens? Why not do it in private? Why not do it in private? And then you know what I'm saying, if there's an honest converse, why not come together and just, you know what I'm saying, out in public. If we just want to honestly debate a cause, then we can get on public.
Bro, these niggas doing online work. Everybody can see it.
Right.
Everybody.
Right.
And we supposed to look at you as a leader.
Yeah.
It's the adrenaline, the adrenaline to want to do it is too powerful.
Right.
They can't be like, man, nah, that ain't the right move to do. They can't do it like that.
Man, if people was honest and sincere with themselves and step back, people like, damn, this is childish, man. Why is there no maturity?
Right.
I mean, it's the same thing we did in school.
Right.
Why are we not grown past this? Because there's immaturity in the nation of Israel still.
And what we was talking about the other day, you breeding a generation
Yeah.
of little nigglets, that's all they want to see. Lost sheep of the house of, they lost.
Yeah.
Whatever you teach them, that's what they gonna be on, man. Look at what Esau taught Jake. Esau taught selling pounds, and that's the right way to be. And any other way is wrong. You a lame if you ain't selling drugs. Esau taught them that. That's what they live by now.
Or if you're lame, if you don't go to prison.
Yeah, you ain't ever been or they bragging about prison. He's bragging about spending 12 years in prison. Bro, you just gave them 12 years of your life. What is this brag about?
Right.
It was like this over your wife, your baby mama already moved on. She got 2 more baby daddies. Now she's married to another dude. They married legally now. She done had 2 baby daddies before that though. Your kids gang banging.
Hey, your kids struggling within themselves to even look at you as a father.
Yeah.
Because you ain't been there. He ain't told me nothing. He ain't told me nothing. He been there over 12 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They don't know how to. The mama didn't teach them. It's so crazy. But lost sheep of the house of Israel, man, they being taught this stuff. They being programmed to click on response videos. All right, let's go back to it though. Read that. Or no, we're gonna get that and then we're gonna go back to it.
Man, hey, I want to say one more thing.
Go ahead.
Because it's broken families that create broken people. You know what I'm saying? That's just what happens. And these broken people are looking at other broken people for growth, for an answer. Trusting them to solve this problem. And all they're getting is entertainment that they don't need. They're getting entertainment that's not building them up. It's getting them ready to debate and getting them ready to go and look. Hey, I bet you they're not teaching what we teaching. They're not teaching but they are teaching the law, statutes, and commandments. Right. Why are we beefing again? Why are we beefing with them again? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, it don't make no sense.
Or niggas is they'll put they 3 wives. They'll show y'all they 3. Yeah, these is my 3 wives right here. Yeah. But they ain't teaching you how to deal with them.
Right.
They ain't teaching you that. No lessons whatsoever. Why? Because a lot of them want they want your relationships to fail so that they can be the one on top.
Right.
That's what the focus, that's what it really is, man. Niggas ain't doing it. If you poly, bro, you need to be doing lessons on poly, bro.
Right.
You need to be doing lessons on it, because niggas, Jake want it, but they suffering because of it too, at the same time. All right, read that.
This is the book of Romans, chapter 12, and verse 9 in the NLT.
Yeah.
Don't just pretend to love others. Really love them.
See that? Don't just pretend to love others, because you know what they do? Man, that nigga's he's a fool. But I love that brother.
Yeah.
Come on, man. That's what they own. He's a fool. But I love him. God, they just some idiots, man. But I love them. That's what they doing. Go ahead.
Hate what is wrong. Hold tightly to what is good.
See? Keep going.
Love each other with genuine affection.
Genuine affection. Like, brothers they can't even grow. They can't even start, like, it's for me. I want to call my brothers Lord. I want to call my brothers, because, bro, it's not an easy thing to just walk around. What's up with it, bro? Y'all believe in the Bible? But let's go back to it. Let's finish off. All right, so we was at
Revelation.
No, Revelations 2 and 9. Yeah, we going back.
Romans 2.
No, it's cool. We're going to pass that off. We passed that part. Revelations 2 and I remember Hebrews.
It's the book of Revelation 2 and 9.
Uh-huh.
I know thy works in tribulation and poverty, but thou art rich.
Uh-huh.
And I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews and are not, but are the synagogue of Satan.
Like I was saying earlier, there was a certain synagogue that was in Smyrna that was helping the Romans persecute the Jews that was at the church of Smyrna, who Yahweh Shah HaMashiach encouraged and really was on their side.
Right.
We use this also to, you know, for those Jews that's over there in the homeland, that's A-okay, because the scriptures talk in Job 11:6, it talks about when dealing with wisdom, there's always truth to that which is. Peeling layers off of the scriptures. Remember we was going over that about Origen, another early church father, Origen, peeling layers off the scriptures. Like Egypt, they was really in Egypt, they really dealt with their persecution, but it's also going into coming out of slavery. Peeling layers off. All right, go ahead.
It says, fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison.
This is what if you go into the church of Smyrna, this is what they was having to deal with. As this synagogue of Satan was trying to help persecute them, saying lies about them. You know what I'm saying? I forgot the certain details that the lies that they was pushing on them, but the same thing they say what about us.
Right.
I had an Israelite. He knew he was an Israelite and everything. He came to me, he was like, you ain't one of them radical groups, are you? I'm like, which group is radical? Which one? We ain't putting our hands on nobody. Which group is radical? This is the same thing they was doing in the church of the synagogue of Satan. Right. They was blaming the church of Smyrna for certain things that they wasn't even doing. Yahweh Shah is giving big ups to this church of Smyrna. But the synagogue of Satan, the other Israelites at this other church, they was persecuting them by lying on them and slandering. Go ahead.
It says that ye may be tried, and ye shall have tribulation 10 days.
They said, he gonna cast some of you into prison. We use this scripture today. The prophets went through Jeremiah. They threw Jeremiah in a dungeon. Jeremiah is sinking into mud. They just threw him in a dungeon. The apostles cast him into prison. Paul got cast into the prison. Peter, John, all the disciples, we can go over it. Yahweh Shah got cast into prison. Yahweh Shah was in the judgment hall.
Right, come on.
Go ahead.
It says, be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life.
Be faithful unto death. Now let's read that Sirach 4:28 again. Be faithful unto death, and he will give you a crown of life. And we got to be built. We got to be ready for that. Matter of fact, read that. Read that. In those two scriptures. Switch them out right quick. Yeah, Hebrews 12:4.
Con, this is the book of Hebrews chapter 12 and verse 4.
Bring it out.
And after all, you have not given your lives in your struggle against sin.
See that? We have not given our lives struggling against sin. We haven't. They haven't put nothing in front of them and said, you're going to die if you don't do this. We haven't been at that point yet. That's why we building around, we rooting in ourselves. Yahweh Shah is encouraging that church, but he also encouraging you. Right. Being cast in prison, that too. You want to go to jail, you want to go home. Right. You want to go to jail, you want to go home. Right? Now go to the Hebrews chapter 2. What verse was it? Was it 13 and 14? Go. Yeah, it was like, I know it was like 13 and 14.
What's it doing? Chapter 2?
All right, 3:14.
Con.
14. Yeah, it's 14 and 15.
Con. It's the book of Hebrews chapter 2 and verse 14. Because God's children are human beings made of flesh and blood.
Read that in the KJV. That's the one I understand. King James.
It's the book of Hebrews chapter 2.
What's up with it, bro? You all right? Yes, sir. We are teaching this Bible. You believe in the Bible? You should come holler at us, bro. We in the last days, man.
It's the book of Hebrews chapter 2 and verse 14. For as much then as the children of Salakia, for as much then as the children are partakers of flesh and blood, he also himself likewise took part of the same, that
through
death he might destroy him that had the power of death,
Who was that? That's talking about Esau. He got the power of death. Right. That's how he threatened us. He uses death against us. Yahweh Mashiach came and broke that. What did it say in 1 Corinthians 15? He got the keys to death. Right. That's our assurance. Yahweh Mashiach died. That's why matter of fact, go back to that Revelation 2. That's why Yahweh said this in verse 8. Read verse 8 again.
This is the book of Revelation 2 and verse 8.
Yeah.
And unto the angel of the church in Smyrna write these things, said the first and the last, which was dead and is alive.
See? That's why he said that. He boasting about it. Yeah, I was dead, but I'm alive now. And I'm here talking to you. So read that again.
Con, Hebrews chapter 2 and verse 14.
Bring it up.
You want just that last part or the whole start over?
Yeah, the last part.
Con, it says...
Y'all want to hear the Bible? You good on the Bible, but you believe in the Bible? All right, bro. Go ahead.
That through his death, he might destroy him that had the power of death. That is the devil.
So the devil can't scare us with death no more. God. He can't tell us to do something. Because in the world, yeah, he was scare us with death. He got that AR for he like, hey, what you gonna do? And you gonna go, all right. Nah, now we gotta close our eyes and pray to the Lord now. Right. That's what we do. You know?
That's tough.
Finish that out.
Con, verse 15. And deliver them who through fear of death,
see, and delivered them who through fear of death, go ahead,
were all their lifetime subject to bondage.
See that?
That's tough.
You're a slave to this. Being afraid of, that's what Esau always threatened us with death. Not death, death. All right, yeah, not death, nigga, death. Go ahead.
Come on, this is the book of Revelation 2.
You got something not? Okay, I thought you had something.
2 and verse, start at 10 again. It says, fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison.
Hey, another example of being cast into prison and not having to worry is, look what happened with Peter. The angel opened the gate, the doors open for him, and they smashed. They got out, they woke up the next day, they like, where these niggas at? And they in the synagogue teaching. Right. Like nothing happened. Right? The same thing happened with Paul. But the man thought he was gonna get put to death. So Paul was like, you know, I ain't going nowhere. Close the gate back. I'm right here, bro. Dude thought he's about to get put to death. But Paul had the opportunity to leave too. Go ahead.
It says that ye may be tried, and ye shall have tribulation 10 days. Be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life.
Now read that. Be faithful unto death, and he will give you a crown of life. Right. Crown of life, eternal life, the kingdom of heaven, the riches, the honor, the glory, the power.
Right.
Everything. What's up with it, bro? You believe in the Bible?
Oh, yeah, you know.
Come holler at us, man.
I'm on the mission right now, I ain't gonna lie to you.
All right. Go ahead.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 4 and verse 28. Strive for the truth unto death, and the Lord shall fight for thee.
The Lord gonna fight for you. That's who we depend on fight for us. We give our life unto him. The Most High ain't gonna tell us he gonna do something and not give it. Let's go back to that John 14 too, where Yahweh said, in my Father's house is many mansions. If it wasn't so, I wouldn't have told you. That's the same thing with, you know, the power that he's gonna be exhibiting in these last days.
Right.
The miracles, you know, of us having food and water while everybody else don't.
Right.
Us having shelter when everybody else don't. Right. Those are miracles too. We striving unto the truth unto death as of now. You know, until we get to the measurement of, you know, the death part. Which everybody, I don't believe everybody gonna have to go through that. Just the ones that's chosen for it, man. Go ahead.
You want the house of many mansions?
No, I want John 14 and 1.
Oh, God. It's the book of John, chapter 14 and verse 1.
Bring it out.
Let not your heart be troubled. Ye believe in God, believe also in me. In my Father's house are many mansions. If it were not so, I would have told you. I go to prepare a place for you.
See that? If it was not so, I wouldn't have told you. He wouldn't have told us that. The same way the Most High said, strive unto death, and I'm going to fight for you. I got you. I'm going to cover you.
Right.
And don't limit that. That's even death.
Right.
Like a lot of our forefathers didn't feel nothing when they was dying, man. Think of that too. Him fighting for you. What it say in Exodus 14:14? He says, hold your peace and the Lord will fight for you.
Right.
That's in the Torah. Hold your peace and the Lord will fight for you. And that's what we do. When we leave here, we're going to go on about our life in righteousness, but go ahead.
Quick point on that. I read about one of the martyrs. I want to say it was who did they offer at the who did they kill at the temple of Zeus, at the altar of Zeus? It don't matter. I mean, it matters, but that ain't. So one of the martyrs they put inside of a brazen bull.
Yeah.
Who was that?
That was damn.
I forget too. But I want to say it was the brother that they killed in the temple of Zeus. But
Was it Justin Martyr?
I believe it might have been. Long story
They
short,
don't know about these early church fathers,
you know what
bro.
I'm saying? It's
They don't
martyrs.
know.
It's a lot of people that died for this truth. But look, his testimony I read about. It said they put him in a brazen bull and they lit it on fire. That was their means of killing him. But he didn't even feel no pain. He fell asleep.
Exactly. That's where I actually thought of that. Yeah, and say he fell asleep. Bro, it was a lot of early church fathers that was like that. They didn't feel nothing, man. They didn't feel anything.
Brother woke up and speaking, communing with angels or something.
Yeah. He woke up in paradise.
Yeah.
He like, damn, what happened? Right. So that's how I like to look at it. Man, you probably won't feel nothing, man. Right. Hey, or you also got, I was doing research over this a while ago, mercy kill. You got mercy kills, like being shot in the head is actually a mercy kill. What are you gonna feel? What are you gonna be like, I shot my head? No, it's blink, it's over. Being, what it say, putting our heads in a guillotine, I looked that up. That is a 3-second death. You gonna feel, it's like somebody slapping you in the back of the neck real hard. Y'all remember that in school? Nigga catch you. Bow. Open neck. It's like that. You not about to be like, oh, damn, my head is fell off. It's so painful. It's not about to be like that. So the Most High got us, man. Now, we did read about violent deaths, though. We did read about it, like Polycarp. How they put him, they set him on fire, he turned to gold, and then they stuck him.
But I don't even believe he cried out in pain or nothing.
Yeah, I don't think he felt nothing either. I was about to say, I don't think he felt nothing.
Didn't one of the brothers got ate by lions?
Ate by lions. We went over that earlier.
I didn't read about him crying out in pain or nothing.
We went over that earlier. Yeah. The Spirit was on him. The Spirit of the Lord, man. That's what being rooted is about, man. Really believing in this. And stop jerking around, man. You worrying about response videos. You weren't about response videos. You weren't about these dudes slandering each other instead of really worrying about stuff that's going to help you. Right. Elevate, man. Man, there's so much more to say on that, man. But, Titus 1:16, that's what I want.
Con, it's the book of Titus.
We're not sitting here saying the early church fathers that we talking about is supposed to be in here. But, what the wisest thing to do is if Yahushua wrote to the church of Smyrna, then you'd be like, damn, who was at the church? Who was the head of the church of Smyrna? Then we read about Polycarp and how much he believed in the Lord and how his book, this little tiny book, all he did was talk about Yahushua. We're not about to come out here and use that as canon. We're not. Right. But we about to use it for growth. The same way you use the art of war as growth. Right, yeah. Am I wrong?
And you can fact check a lot of these things.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You got Polycarp, you got Irenaeus, you got Tertullian, you got Justin Martyr. Right. You got all of these different early church fathers, man. A lot of them, man. And they died for Yahushua HaMashiach. It doesn't stop with the 12 disciples, man. Right. It doesn't stop with them, man. There was people really dying for Yahushua. All the way up until 2025. It's whatever you want to do, though. If you want to root yourself in this truth and really be about this, this is what we got to do, man. Read the book, the KJV, the Apocrypha, and really get rooted in it. Read that. Oh, I think that's what I and 16. Yeah, that's cool. Read that anyways. Read it anyways. That ain't what I wanted. Read it anyways, though.
Con, this is the book of Titus, chapter 1 and verse 16.
Yep.
They profess that they know God.
Which is, this is what we deal with people, though. We just dealt with it just earlier. They profess that they know God, but it's like, that ain't what it say. Matter of fact, help us out. Why do you say what you're saying? And I'm going to say that to everybody. Show us why you say that.
Right.
They can never do it. They profess that they know God, but what?
But in works, they deny him.
Right? When persecution arises for the word's sake, it chokes the word out of them.
Right.
It's like, bro, this is necessary evil. This stuff you're going through is necessary. It's making you stronger, man. Some people it does make weaker. But for the chosen, it's making them stronger, man. Like, what can Esau do to us right now? Honestly, what can they do to us? They can't do nothing. They can't threaten us with nothing.
Nope.
What you gonna threaten us with? Because Yahweh already threatened us with the lake of fire, bro. And what's worse than that?
Right.
Come on, man. Finish that.
It says, but in works they deny him, being abominable and disobedient, and unto every good work reprobate.
That's why we come out here.
Right.
We come out here to, to edify, but it's also, I don't want to use the word condemn, but it's showing people that they really don't know what they're talking about. All this jolly lolly, you walking around thinking the Lord got you, but you ain't following it according to the scriptures.
Right.
Like the sis, it's either she gonna take heed of it or she gonna think we false prophets. Yeah. That's her decision.
Right.
That's her decision, man. But hopefully she repents though, because that's what we come out here. We ain't come out here to just tell people they wrong. Ah, you ain't making it and we is. We ain't out here doing that. We sincerely want to see our people repent for the remission of sins, man.
That's right.
Because it ain't no game. If they don't repent, it's over.
Right.
Y'all got something else? No, sir. All right, Con. So with that, man, we want to give Kohalo Yahweh, Bahashem, Hamashiach, Yahweh Shah. Shalom.
Shalom.